Hola my Capricorn lovers, how are you? It's MJ from Ultra Love TV. Welcome to my channel. I have an online brand called Ultra Love, based on my early spiritual awakenings and my intuitively guided journey of the heart, love, vibrashe, mega empath, compassionate, yo. In truly, like, my journey in endeavoring transformation and this desire to live in a more loving world. So I've got some Be the Change online courses. Those are 8-week courses, fun, lighthearted, and transformational. I offer private intuitive readings, online coaching. I have a book that you can buy on Amazon or through me. And I also have some apparel, some Ultra Love clothings. Oh, and of course the live share crew. So I noodle, like, I think lots about different things, and I share that in a community online here privately. So if any of you guys ever want to share, hello Phoebe in the house. If any of you guys ever want to join this private membership site, there's a few different payment options ranging from about £5 to £11 a month. And yeah, so that we meet up like at least once a week, if not more. Live share crew tend to email me fairly regular to chat about just healing and insights and experiences, and then we meet up and just share a little bit more. Okay, so these are the general readings for the sign of Capricorn. When I'm doing these live general readings, I'll endeavor to stay focused and find the divine guidance and loving wisdom for the sign of Capricorn. So I'm not focusing on specific questions today. Whenever I come on live and you see live tarot, that's me just throwing cards out and being open to ask, to receive questions. Okay, so this is for my lovely Capricorns. I am a Capricorn ascendant, and I resonate with the Capricornian energy. Have a lot of love and respect for the Capricorns, and I also recognize that the that the Capricorns have been through some pretty heavy slams as far as like the Capricorn Saturn transiting Capricorn. I'm not an astrologist. I like to dabble. And I find that as a intuitive and you know, an energy worker kind of thing, that astrology seems to be something that we all resonate with, like as a way to learn more about ourselves, this sort of discovery. And I also recognize that, like, it's infinite. It's like yoga or any just life, eternal life. It's just infinite. So I like, and I'm obviously like, I like that kind of stuff. Esoteric, metaphysical, spiritual, like whatever you want to call it. That's just the kind of stuff that I've always been into. Except for when I tried to fit into the world and I almost died. I laugh, but it's kind of true, isn't it? Like, awakening is just this experience of like, fortunately, we're living in a time where more people are waking up, and so it's making it easier for more and more people to wake up. Holla. Represent. Represent your true self, my brothers and sisters. Okay, let's crack on with the reading, shall we? Yes, Scott Satsalot is in the house, everyone. Welcome. So you guys, I have to share with you, Scott and I hope you don't mind me sharing, Scott, and I hope Roots doesn't mind me sharing. Scott and I basically purchased, I haven't seen Scott's yet. In fact, I'm not sure. Anyway, so Roots is, the root. The roof is on fire. That's the roof, not Roots. So we've both purchased, obviously. Roots is another YouTuber, and she, where we hang out, basically, online, internet friends, but likely to become 3D friends. Anywho, so she's just like, this is like a, I guess, new paradigm community, you could say. And Roots recently showed that she's creating these amazing canvas natal chart artwork, and so I want one. So I've purchased one, and she showed me, like, she's still making some finishing touches, but we don't need no water, let the motherfucker burn. Yes. It's significant for the time. So Roots has created this absolutely stunning, and I cannot wait to show you guys, like, birth chart artwork canvas. And then I was sharing with her, and somehow Scott came into the video, and she's like, "Oh yeah, you know, Scott's got one coming, or commissioning one as well." And they're super beautiful. And then I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna put it so as I'll be moving into my own space eventually, and I'm gonna have like my workstation. I'm gonna have a proper, so it's, even though I know you guys don't mind me being in my bed, I'm looking forward to having like a proper setup where I like come to my studio and record. And I'm gonna have the natal chart that Reese has created for me in the background." And then I said that, and she's like, "Well, I'll make it super slick. I'll make it super tidy in that case." And so there's just this real surge of creativity coming forward. I have no idea where I was going with that, other than making beautiful things, sharing love among community members, the connectivity of the tribe. I feel like maybe one of your comments might have, but no. So reverberations. It's been a rough year, no lie. It hurts, frankly. So now we're coming back to the Capricorn reading. Why did I want to share that with you? Basically, just good times. Then there's a song. Something keeps on running, rolling, 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 rolling down the river. Is that a song? Yeah, it is. I'm sure it is. Rolling. Oh my God. That's something that came to me recently. Something said about something about Mary. Anyway, this is part of the juice of me going live. Teen Turner's a ledge. Thank you. Bum, bum, bum. I'm gonna pick one more card for Capricorn. Capricorn, I love you guys. Most Capricorns probably would not stand for this video. They'd be like, "Just get on with the reading, woman." Like, I'm sorry, my Capricorn lovers. I get it too. I get that in my own head. Like, just get on with the messages, yo. Okay, Cappy. June, and let's come back to the astro stuff, higher learning, infinite eternal creativity. Oh yeah, you guys are gonna see my beautiful piece of work from the Roots legend that she is. So anywho, we have got a nice little spread here, Capricorn, and let's be honest, it's about fucking time. Like, I was talking about astro, right, and my limited awareness, and yet I'm diving deeper every day into intuitively navigating planetary wisdom into the earthly, our existence, right? So the Saturn moving through Capricorn has sort of taken everything. I'll speak for myself as a Capricorn ascendant. Like, in these last couple of years, like, dangled carrots, but at the same time kind of taken everything away. So there's been this high level energy and like moving and this power and this like, yes, all of this, but then like financial collapse and dissolution of relationships, communities, betrayal, like all this crazy shit, whilst also like, and then I'm coming to this new place where it's like all the energy now feels new because the nodes have now moved. I think Saturn's like moved out of that, or is starting to move out of that high point intensity, which we would have been culminating into like over this last few months in the depth of our conscious transformation, right? So we're now beginning to sort of shake off the goo of our cocoon, you could say. Certainly those who have a dominant Capricornian energy and who have felt the effect of these transits, because most of us, it would feel all out of our control. You know, like people, this is stuff that's why it was Saturn. Saturn is like the karma. Saturn is like the manifest reality. And so it's like anything that's not working will just be taken away. And it's heavy duty work for sure. Okay. Capricorn, the cards coming through for you for June 2020. Again, this can be timeless. But we can just still flow. I do offer the 13 sign because I align with the unity of integrating our divine feminine in union with divine masculine. So as we become more whole beings, we're likely to resonate with 13th moon cycle energy, which is sort of an expanded version or just a different timestamp frequency to the Gregorian calendar. It's more evolved, more expanded, you know, better feeling. Everybody wins. The one, I'm looking at this and delayering the cards as I'm blabbing away. So there's this very, very strong presence, and we have Temperance, Empress, and the Chariot. So there's some major arcana energy here. There's major arcana energy coming up in like the majority of the readings this for the month of June. Partly, I think, because of this this intense eclipse season that we're in. It's closing off the nodal axis transit of the Capricorn and Cancer. Hence where we're seeing the disclosure and the dissolution of corrupted power plays and mismanagement of power. And ultimately, as individuals, being asked in Cancer, right? That's the North Node that we've just come through. We've been through this, again, the divine feminine in Cancer going, how do we look after our home? Like, ourselves, right? And how do we nurture it? How do we look after it? Because it certainly in my awareness was coming through is like if we've not managed to really surrender and let go and nurture ourselves and nurture our bodies, it won't extend into our manifest reality. It truly is this body that we're self-responsible for. And as we anchor in that piece of new paradigm of really owning the totality of your beingness in the world, then you can extend it out into the world. But so long as we're, you know, denying that and pointing fingers and trying to look for all the answers out there, or trying to, you know, blame the government or blame the world, we are maybe missing the point of these spiritual awakening energies and our potential as a humanity and certainly as a person. So you have Ten of Pentacles, or you have, sorry, a Ten of Cups and a Ten of Wands, both in the reverse. Now, the Chariot is right in the middle. So what I'm getting here, and it's so relevant to what I'm just talking about with the nodal axis, it's like surrender. It's like finally Capricorn's getting the message, just let go. Just let go. And I think that's what's shifted, is that you finally dropped the burden. You finally dropped this idea that you have to just keep going and you must persist and you must make it happen, and that energy just weren't working. It just wasn't. So you're like, okay, I clearly cannot fucking control anything, so I'm gonna not control anything at all anymore. And that's where this energy is slowly kind of, and you know, I'll share with you a little bit these last few days. I've had my own little mini retreat. I've just been like in my room doing some YouTube, like not working too hard, you know. And for the first time, I've been able to just luxuriate like a kid, like kids do. They just play. They're not worried about pleasing the world and doing this and being hardworking and being serious and blah blah. They're just in a state of love and creativity and curiosity and innocence and grace. And so this energy for you, Capricorn, is starting to be remembered. Like, what's it actually like to just live in a happy home? What's it like just to rest and know that everything works out just fine, actually, without you having yes, Jazzy, yes, beautiful, playing on the swings, you know, going outside, doing things that maybe some of us didn't get to do when we were kids because of random situations, right? Playing in the sand, just whatever. This is a cup, so this is about emotion. Whatever brings you just that sense of like inner sanctity, and because here's the piece about all this paradigm shift, spiritual transformation, is not out there. It's not in thought and head. It's in the here now of your presence, you know? It doesn't matter if you have the perfect family. It doesn't matter if you've loads of money to buy the perfect house or the perfect land or blah blah. It matters how you feel about it. Does it feel real? Does the potential of this feel real? That's what you're going to begin to tap. And yet there's a Page of Pentacle here, and Intuition is like there's some weird sense, I think, for you Capricorn, that this is uncomfortable. What, you just want me to be joyful? Excuse me? Life is fucking serious, right? But the page is symbolic, and the page is in reverse next to this 10 of Cups, and that's making me feel like this is uncomfortable. You're like, what? So you're coming up as a Page of Pentacle. The reverse means that you're feeling a bit uneasy about this part of you materializing. Excuse me? Yeah. So but think of it in this way, a rebirth. You're going through a rebirth, because you think of Pentacle as like the youngest energy of the deck. And or sometimes, again, my intuition will just feel into the energy of it. Like when we walk into a new job, we're gonna feel a bit like, oh shit, like I don't know my shits. Or versus when we've been doing something for 10 years and we're like, baby, I could shot, like I'm on it. When it comes to happily ever after and you being, you know, just joyful and peaceful and like having everything, you're like, what? Huh? What? This is actually happening? Like I'm actually doing this? I'm actually manifesting the joyful life that I've desired? Because Chariot is there going, yeah, it's time, you're moving forward, you're dropping the burden, you're coming into Empress. Temperance is here over there. That's signaling to me that for some of you, it's like the additional reminder, like with Jazzy's expression of like, I played on the swings today. More of that. Like the Temperance is like, go play in the sea, go outside, go play with your cups. Yeah, go play with yourself, right? It's like I have memories of childhood of like just I've always been a bit of an introvert, loner, babush. I would spend a lot of time just playing by myself, like games in my head and with dolls, and then or I've recently been having more memories of like I would go play outside in the backyard, or I'd go down around the block and go to the local creek, and I would bring little like jars and I would collect snails and snakes and but I there again, when I think back to those, I'm like, isn't it weird that through my indoctrination, so as I grew, I became like fearful, or like I don't want to get dirty, or I don't want to, right? And so there's certainly with the Empress here, there is this sense of like, let's get our hands dirty. Let's remember what it's like to be just innocent children in these bodies, without all the shame, without all the judgment, without all the fucking burdens, and move forward with that clarity of your true cosmic origin of all of it, because this is part of this paradigm shift. What we're having to acknowledge as one individual human is that we are the creators. And that's what awakening is. That's what spiritual awakening is. And those of us who've been doing this work for a while are just able to offer bits of like, what about this, or what about this, have you looked at it this way, da, da, da. Because the truth is, you can only do the work for self. Like no one can force you or pull you. And ultimately, though, in often is the case, is that we're not going to be surrounded by people who are like, you're an empress or you are a divine creator. You're going to have to claim that for yourself. Temperance helps. You know, like I said, like going into these luxurious, like, looking after yourself, like going into those without shame, you know, just really dropping into self-care, swinging on the swings, giving yourself a massage. Whatever. Temperance is you accessing your divinity, your angelic wisdom, your radiance. And of course there's different ways for us to do that, but part of the temperance is also this well, Sagittarian is really positive, beautiful energy anyway, and is connected to Sagittarius, and yet she's got her feet in the water, the sun behind her back, she's got her angel wings out. It's like you literally truly considering your good night, Jazzy, and nice to be here with you. When you're in temperance, it's like you are the angel, and so I feel like you're really coming into that sense of like, you're the full creator. Some of you might need a little bit more downtime, a little bit more self-care, like just because that's in the reverse, I feel like that's an important message, because I get it, because sometimes we think we're self-caring, or we're not really self-caring. You know, we might go through the motions or blah blah, but the here is like you, because the Empress is in her power. The Empress and the Emperor are the ultimate creators. They're not just kings and queens. They've integrated all of the elements of that power. They are the full elemental manifest God creative force. So this Empress coming through is sort of like, off you go now, Capricorn. Okay, like, yes, we've taken everything away. We have forced you to lay down the burdens that you're not going to need in this next phase of your journey. Moving forward, divinely guided to the Empress, you're going to create your own reality, and it's going to be beautiful because this is a cosmic, earthly, divine. Look at the overflowing water, all the power, all the sensuality and creativity, and all the beauty of that heart's frequency, right? So she really is you coming into your full wholeness, Capricorn. And again, if you're not quite feeling that, Temperance will get you there. You know, dabble your feet in the water. But, and there again, it's not that just the stuff it's really actually very little to do with what we're doing on the physical plane. That's part of this, another trip out trickster of this creation, this manifestation game. You know, like, yeah. Temperance just means you're feeling mega, mega in love with yourself. And, you know, whatever you need to do to get yourself there is your game. But yeah, this is some good card energy for the Capricorns. And again, especially if you be resonant with me about holy Shazam, these last couple years have just been mind-blowingly hard activation intense, and it's kind of nice to be getting into this energy, like moving forward, feeling like a powerful creator, being divinely guided, totally balanced, and then moving into this energy. This is here. This is super good. It's reverse, which means it's not landing, but you're building your momentum into your ability of that you can create this. You're right there. It's like you're right in the precipice, right? Drop that, which again, this is reverse, so I think you've already dropped it, or you're dropping it, or some information will come in to allow you to. And then just for some of you, I don't feel this is everybody, I feel that for some of you, this is, whoops-a-daisy, this is just putting me in a state of saying, don't forget, make sure you're doing lots of this. Gosh, we certainly have the time for it. So yeah, do lots of self-care, connect to your innocence, imagine yourself as an angel, imagine yourself as a goddess. That's goddess energy has been coming through real strong too. It might be that you're guided to certain goddess energies. What's with the two? So Valkyrie has come through for me recently, and Rhiannon, a Welsh goddess. And Valkyrie is like a I'm less familiar with that, but that came through recently. But it's all really powerful, fierce, divine goddess energy, feminine or whatever, which again applies to all of us in our higher consciousness state, right? So, thank you for being here, Capricorn. I love you guys so much, and I really, really firmly hope that you guys and all of us ultimately get the reward that we've been working toward finally, and can really start to step into this greater stability in creating the happily ever after that we all deserve. So mega love for you guys. Hey, hey Thomas, nice to see you. I have not heard of the goddess of Babuchi. I could look it up though. But thank you guys so much. Mega love. I'll see you guys. I'll endeavor to get these readings done today and tomorrow. I do weekly readings and just little like intuitive noodles around a kind of a broader perspective ultimately. Have a great day, you guys. Lots of love. I'll see you soon. Peace out.